Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be talking about my games in LGI Season 2. Only the semifinals and finals though, because I wanna just talk about these ones. I think these ones are the most important. So yeah, wait, let me just check. I am recording. Let's just start this first game. It's me versus El Hunk, and El Hunk is quite good at moving, so I wanted to win this first moving game quite badly. Anyways, we have a Brazil here and get to the same sign, but you know, the sign didn't really have much. So I just keep on moving. And Alhang kinda, I don't know, he's moving quite slowly and has a stroke over here. And I'm just trying to get to info as fast as I can. Here I get to like this round square or something, and there's info. District District of Monteverde. of Monteverde, and I mistook it for Monte Carlos, I think, which is 038. But there's a phone code that says 035. So I go to 035, and I try to scan for Monteverde. I don't know how big it is, but yeah, I just tried to scan for it, and could not really find it throughout the whole thing. And El Hank here, unluckily, I mean, fortunately, maybe. Like, yeah, I just sent 035 there because I cannot find it. Elhang also sends, but he sends the wrong area. And turns out that Monteverde is like all the way down over here. That's why my scanning didn't work. I was not scanning the right area, but yeah, it's quite down there. So that's a really good first round for me. Like, he got the wrong state in Brazil, and I just gained huge points off of that. This one is a Mexico, and it's quite boring because there's a sign here that says Villa Ocampo DGO. So we both see it, and basically what happens throughout the next 90 seconds is we try to scan for Ocampo in Durango for like 90 seconds straight, and none of us can find it. So I'm gonna just skip because none of us send, and we just try to scan for it as best as we can, but like none of us find it. Like, yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was in the north there. Yeah, it was on Durango North. Again, right at the border, like kind of like last time. Villa Ocampo. None of us could find it. And there's this turkey run afterwards. So for Turkey, I thought that I had a general grasp of the area, but it was not to be because we had a giant ridge. I don't know if you can see, but like I noticed a giant ridge to the southwest, and I thought that this could be like the Bursa Ridge or somewhere close to there. And as you can see, there's a Belediyesi Yunus Emre or something like that, Yunus Emre. So I went above Bursa and I tried to scan for Yunus Emre. I thought that it can be like this area. Maybe I'm looking at the Yalova Ridge from here, or at the Bursa Ridge from Yalova, something like that. So I was just scanning this area, but it turns out that I was wrong. Ahang here, I don't know if he has info or something, but he seems to just like place his plong somewhere. And I don't know at the time, but I was scanning the completely wrong area. Al Hank is also scanning. I don't know if he has Bele DSE or something. Okay, there he has Bele DSE, but yeah, we were both scanning the wrong areas. So in the end, we just kinda, we put it where we thought it would be. It's basically NM, and he got closer here. It was actually the giant ridge to the southwest was actually the one, like the Manisa Ridge. That's quite big, and he did get closer there. Next up is a Kenya, and this Kenya was infoless. So, like that's why I don't think an informed world or stuff like intersection guesser is a good map because like you're not guaranteed info basically. Like this round, you could be moving for maybe 3 minutes straight, and I still feel like you won't find any info. So he immediately just puts it down there. I'm trying to desperately find info. I got to a dead end there, as you can see, and now I'm going back the other direction. But yeah, I'm just trying to desperately find info, and he's just like, fuck this shit, and sends, I think. Like, yeah, because there's zero info here, as you can see. He just sends there, And I'm still trying to look for the info. What is it? The county. I'm trying to find a county here, but it's 5 seconds left, and my vibe was around these mountains north of Nairobi, so I just sent there. Luckily, I'm a bit closer. So yeah, it's just an infoless round, not that interesting. Oh, next one here is Manitoba, as you can see with the bollards. And here we both get to the same info. As you can see, like I look at the bollard, he crosses the bridge. I'm crossing the bridge as well, and we get to some town names. We have, I think, what was it, Falcon Lake and Faloma, which is really hard to find in Manitoba. The reason is it's at the border with Ontario, so we did not think of scanning there. And there I found Manitoba 301. I think, yeah, I think El Hang also found the same thing. So now we're just trying to scan for Manitoba 301, but like I thought that it could be found quite easily, but I was wrong because I did not scan the border with Ontario, unfortunately. But I think what I should have done here is, instead of like immediately scanning for it, I should have looked at the signs. As you can see, there's this road here. There's some more signs over here. There's signs over here. So instead of scanning for it immediately, I should have went onto the road and gotten more info instead of like diving deep and trying to scan for it, which is probably a mistake. The signs would have given me something like Winnipeg 70 or something like that, and I would have been able to find it. But here it's just like it's impossible to find because of the 301. You have to zoom in even more than I'm zoomed in to find it. Yeah, so we both ended up not finding it. I just click on Winnipeg and he clicks somewhere else, and voila, it's at the border. Falcon Lake at the border. So yeah. Next is Vietnam here. Now, we both know provinces. I know that he knows provinces. It says Dak Lak there. So yeah, we both get Dak Lak. Let's just skip to the round. So it starts and I find Dak Lak, and there's a district over there, but I did not put that into consideration because usually districts in Vietnam are like really hard to find. But yeah, the district is like Chu Umgara or something, this district, and he managed to find it in Dak Lak. So he just sent there, and I just sent Dak Lak. I did not think of finding it, but it was actually quite findable. Like it's actually visible at a good zoom level. So yeah, I guess I should have tried to find the district or something, but that was not to be. But it was whatever. We did both get the same province. Next time I should try to find the district. Next up is this Japan, and it's basically an infoless Japan. The only thing that you get here is a Kanto pole with Kanto metas on it. So yeah, and I think what El Hang did here was like we start, and I'm just I know it was Kanto because of the pole and everything, but I figured that he would also find it out. Like there was a Kanto silver plate, and I just kept on moving because I'm confident in Japan, so I tried to find a city or something like that. But he's like, yeah, fuck this, and just send Saitama, fair, because it looks like a hard round to get info in, and he basically does not allow me to get info as well, which is fair. And we both end up plonking around the same area. It was Ibaraki. Slightly lucky there. I mean lucky there, because I got the multi. But anyways, we move on to Netherlands. And the Netherlands is not so eventful. I mean, at least for me, because I'm gonna just skip it. But like, I did find some town names and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I did find some info here, but it was not that helpful for me because I'm bad at the Netherlands. So usually I need like a very big city or road numbers to get close in the Netherlands, but I did not get either of them. And El Hank, I mean, he also found the info that I found, and I don't think he found anything more than that. So yeah, he just got a better region guess in the Netherlands than me. Like he went more south for some reason, and yeah, he just got the region guess there. Or maybe he had info, I'm not so sure. But yeah. And this is in Nigeria, so in Nigeria you wanna try to at least find the state that you're in. You wanna at least try to find that. So we both we're both gonna try to find that, I look at that white sign. It says something state, and now I know it says Anambra State, but at the time it was like kind of blurry. It's like really hard to read, so I did not know. He found something. He got Anambra State as well on the building, but I got something even better. There's this sports betting ad that said Onitsha over there. So Onitsha is a really big city, and I just sent. And he's trying to look for Anambra State here. So like he just kind of forgot, and he found Anambra there. So he's in the state, and he just goes to the big city Onitsha. So he got quite lucky there, finding the state at the what is it, last few moments, and getting the city right. So yeah. Next is Taiwan, and for Taiwan I kind of felt, I don't know why, but I was afraid that it might be Hong Kong as well. Like I don't know why I was thinking this. Like we had a lot of Taiwan metas, but I was still thinking it might be Hong Kong, because one of the things I don't want to do in moving is get the wrong country, which is kind of embarrassing, for moving. But anyways, here I'm just moving around trying to confirm it's Taiwan, and here it said, oh crap, what was this? Here it says Taipei Xiao something. So I kind of knew that it was Taipei over here, but I wanted a bit more information. I'm not gonna insta send on Taipei. So yeah, I'm just trying to find more information over here, but I also find it weird that Taipei was written using simplified Chinese and not traditional Chinese, but I guess it was whatever. But I got to this family mart, and I'm like, fuck it, fuck it, I'll just click Taipei. And Taipei is like surrounded by mountains, so I don't know which mountain to click on. Basically, I just clicked on Taipei itself. There's a bit of info here, but I think it's hard. I think it's hard to use. I don't know. Maybe it has the district or something, but not sure. So yeah, it was Taipei there. Very good damage. 1253. This is the round that I did the most damage on, which is kind of nice. So it's an arch, and I come across this sign, and this sign is really helpful. And Elhang, we both get to the sign at the same time. It says Santa STA Fe, so Santa Fe RP, like Ruta Provincial 2. So in Santa Fe, I tried to find I tried to find the 2 on Santa Fe, which is yeah, I just tried to find the 2. And the 2 is around here. I think this is the 2. So I just insta send when I send it, but yeah, I almost won on that. So the 2 is actually a pretty long road, and I insta sent. But if I just reacted a little bit faster, like he sent before me. So if I had not sent, if I had just waited a bit and tried to line it up better, figured out that the road is really really long, I think I would have clicked more towards the middle and just won here. But I left him standing with 27 HP, which is really good for me, but also I could have won on that round. But it was whatever. The insta send strategy, he also kind of insta send, but wrong part. So anyways, I win on this Thailand here. It does say Soktrang on the thing, so yep. And the reason I won is because I remember where Soktrang was. I remember it was like kind of south of Kanto or something like that. Like yeah, it was like kind of somewhere like that. But Elhang got the wrong area here. I don't think where he's clicking is Soktrang, and there you go. I just win off of knowing the province and him forgetting the province. So let's move on to the no move game, which is by far like my favorite game of the tournament. So yeah, let's just start the no move. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite game of the tournament just because of how clutch I came in. Anyways, so the commentators were saying France here, and I also thought France or something like Germany, but I even thought the part of France with a lot of maritime palms, but I'm not sure if these palms were maritime palms or anything like that. And we have like some sort of base here. It looks It looks like some industrial type of crap. I checked copyright and it said 22, so I thought that, between France and Germany, I thought it was more likely to be Germany because 22 and 23 copyright is just more common in Germany. So I just went Berlin with all of the pines, and he went Poland, quite close to Berlin. I mean, like it's, I think both of our guesses make sense, but we both miss France there, which is yeah, a varied world. Next, we actually have France again. I mean, he's showing the blue sticker meta, but yeah, we just get France here, and yeah, I don't know how to region guess this round. I think I just click middle, and he clicks a little off of middle, maybe to like try to get the multi or something, or that's just his vibe. And yeah, his strategy did work. He did get the multi there, but it was whatever. Next up is this quite unique looking US. It's the Nebraska Sandhills. At first, I was a bit confused about the area. Yeah, I was confused about the area. Like we spawn in over here, and we have a circle bollard, which is, I guess, most common in Wyoming or something, but it can be found in its neighboring states as well. And I was just thinking like, oh, could this be the South Dakota Badlands? But that looks more extreme than this, and I suddenly remembered that Nebraska has sand hills, so I saw that the road kind of, I mean, it just made sense for the Nebraska sand hills, so it was a good guess there. And here we have the Yucatan Peninsula. Actually, this one is Cozumel, but if you can, okay, I'll show it later. But the way of getting like the right side of the Yucatan here is by noticing that the antenna is blurred, which is very common in Quintana Roo and the eastern side of Yucatan. So I noticed that it was blurred, and I'm like, okay, so this is definitely Quintana Roo or somewhere near it. And I'm just looking around. I don't think I can line up this road or anything like that. So I'm just gonna send Quintana Roo. You see. And he sends the wrong side, so I get a lot of. I just get a lot of damage off of that. I don't know how you get Cozumel there, but maybe it just looks like Cozumel. Next up is this Russia with this short blurred. Now we both noticed that it's short blurred, and so we go quite a similar region. As you can see, he saw that it's short blurred, and I'm just looking around thinking what this might be, and I see the short blurred, so I go Kazan, and he goes like northern Bashkortostan, which I mean I think both of it makes sense, to be honest, my Kazan and his Bashkortostan. And guess what? It's just right in between us, so yeah. And here's another Russia. Here's another Russia with tilted short. Yeah, it's tilted short antenna, which should be north and south of Moscow, as you can see, short and tilted, but not blurred. So it's not like free or anything like that. And I do notice a phone code 921 here. 921 should be Peskov, but I was like debating whether it was Peskov or somewhere else because I don't really fully remember my Russian phone codes. And he also saw the phone code, I think, but he doesn't know. Like you can see me placing my pin on Peskov because I kind of remember that it was Peskov, but I'm not 100% sure. And so what I did here was hedge in Leningrad Oblast, and it just turns out to be Peskov, which, yeah, I guess I should have I should have remembered better, but whatever. And this is my biggest blunder of the game yet. Here the commentator says that he knows, well, not know, but he thinks that this is Tijuana, which it certainly is. This is certainly Tijuana, and as the round starts, I was a bit confused where this was in Mexico. Like it's like very hilly and northern architecture, stuff like that. So, and I also don't know the license plates. I was just kind of confused where this was, and so I kind of hedged everything. I hedged in the Torreon region. I don't think it makes sense, but it was just a hedge, and he does place it in near Tijuana at least, and he does get the city basically. That is my biggest blunder of the game, and I almost lose off of that. I'm very lucky not to lose off of that. I feel like if he has like a higher multi, I think I might have lost over there. But thankfully, I did not lose there. Um, yeah. And the next one we have is Hawaii. Hawaii. It took me a bit to understand that it was Hawaii. I was kind of wondering like, what the hell am I looking at, you know? But yeah, in the end, I did get to Hawaii, and I was scared. I was quite scared for Hawaii. Um, as you can see, El Hang already has his thing on Hawaii, on some island, and only now I figured out it was Hawaii. And I was scared because guessing the wrong island, there's a big enough difference that you could lose here. And I was just like trying to line up this ridge to the northwest. Like, there's a ridge to the northwest that I just could not understand. Like, and I didn't want to go the big island, um, the island of Hawaii. I didn't want to go there, so I just like kind of hedged, and it was actually this. So the ridge northwest was this, and yeah, it made a lot of sense. But here I almost lose, guessing the wrong island in Hawaii. But luckily, again, I got saved. I got saved. I got very lucky there. And here is a very clutch run. It is Bangladesh, and basically for Bangladesh, if I hedged in Dhaka or something like that, or like made a pussy ass hedging guess, I felt like I could have lost, and so I looked at the meadows around me. There's a lot of banana plantations, banana plants, but I don't know what that means. But I also see corn, which is a good indicator for like, you know, I think it's a good indicator for Rajshahi, um, what was it? Western Mymensingh, I think. Rajshahi, Rangpur, Western Mymensingh, and Northern Khulna. I think that's what it was in the Plunkett guide. And I just thought, oh, with the blooming trees as well, it should be Mymensingh or Khulna, with this type of coverage. And so I went Northern Khulna here, which was very clutch. Also because the copyright is 23 and Mymensingh it's more likely to be 22. So that's where I got everything from, and I made this guess that seemed quite risky, but it did pay off there. So yeah, I was very happy with this guess. I was happy that I didn't die on Bangladesh. This is why region guessing small countries can be very important as well. Like, you know, guessing Dhaka all the time is boring. And here I get a very free run. Okay, it's free for me because I've practiced this island, Hokkaido. But for other people, it might not be so free. I just saw this landscape immediately with all of these like sasa. I mean, all of these sasa. I think it's sasa. Like dwarf bamboos. I think they are dwarf bamboos. I don't know. And landscape is like this landscape is so typical of northern Hokkaido, maybe like around this region, and so I just lined up the coast and insta sent, cause I knew that El Hank wouldn't know this, and he even went the wrong country here. He went Ireland, which I can see it, but it did just end up being where I clicked, and yep, that's my favorite game because I came back from the dead. I was about to lose, bro. But that clutch as Bangladesh came in, and yeah. So let's see the third game here. It's moving, and he won this game, and I think that this is the most equal game I've had in this tournament, cause like we played pretty evenly. And yeah, I don't know. I just made one mistake and I lost. Anyways, wait. Anyways, in this sign, it said Leonara, which I knew where it was. So, you know, I was just like, let me just insta send. Let me just insta send. Like, I did not really want to line anything up, so I just insta sent Leonara, just hoping that he wouldn't find it. But he did find it, like last second. So he's scanning, and he did find Leonara over here, and he got slightly closer than me. Quite lucky by him. He did get slightly closer there, but it's whatever. And here we have a Malaysia, right at the coast somewhere. So, yeah. There's info on that sign, but I could not really get it, so I just left the sign alone. Elhang here gets the info before me, but he did not insta send, so that was like if he insta sent here, I feel like I would not have gotten the right city maybe. But here I'm just moving for info, and he says here there's a KP Kuantan port. If he just insta send over here, I feel like I would not have gotten it. He's looking at Kuantan, but oh, never mind. I find Kuantan as well, so I just kind of insta send Kuantan. He's trying to line up the port and everything like that, but it ends up being like not Kuantan but quite close to it, and I did get the multi here. Lucky me. Another Nigeria here, and again for Nigeria you just wanna find the state name, and maybe the city associated with the state, and so you're just looking around. Elhang it looks like he got a good sign here. Yeah, it does look like that sign is good, but it doesn't really have info for him there. And I just kept on moving and moving, and I did come across these signs, and I'm pretty sure it said Imo State, Okigwe, Imo State. So I just went to Imo State, and I tried to find Okigwe first. Okigwe, I did zoom in, but it's right over here, so it's kind of hard to scan. Okigwe is right there, and I missed it. So yeah, I'm like, I don't see Okigwe, so I'ma just insta send. He finds Okigwe, but I don't think he finds Imo State, so this is quite good damage for me here in Nigeria. This is quite good, and I was quite happy that he went the wrong part. Okigwe right there. So 1k damage off of that is quite nice. And the next one is this Mendoza. We have a huge mountain to the west and poplar trees and stuff like that. So I basically played this in no move, so I looked around, saw the huge mountain to the west, saw the poplars and stuff, and I'm like, okay, this is just Mendoza. So I just insta send there, hoping that he might not get it. I'm kinda what did he get here? He got some buses. Let me see what he got actually. I think it might have said something on the buses. Maybe it says like Mendoza Transport or something like that on the bus, but maybe that's how he got Mendoza here. And yeah, he just got a closer guess than me on Mendoza. It was south, and I clicked east. A US over here. We had a Pennsylvania plate at the start, and I considered insta sending Pennsylvania, but I'm like, I think I should find info here. Yeah, I just thought that I should find info here. So as you can see, I looked at the thing, I looked at the plate, I was about to send Pennsylvania, and then I closed the map because I'm like, okay, let's find info. And then let me look at Elhang here, because he somehow got the city. I want to see what he got. He got Erie. He got Erie. Wait, like, let me see what he got here. He got something here that said Erie or something, and then he just insta sent Erie in Pennsylvania. Oh wait, no, he got Pennsylvania. Let's see, because I got basically nothing in this round. I wanted to see how he got what he got. Oh, he might have got it from here. Okay, maybe that's at Erie or something. So he's scanning for Erie, maybe. He's not finding it though. But that's just the lake, and he found it. So, so yeah, he just locks it. And I still haven't found anything yet, but I'm confirming that it's Pennsylvania. As you can see, this blue, white, yellow. I'm just confirming, and it's quite flat. So I felt like it was a bit strange. I don't know where to click if it's flat in Pennsylvania, so I just clicked the middle, and it was Erie. So yeah, he got good damage off of that. Okay. This India round was this India round had quite little information. Like you had to move quite a bit for the info. So I think me and Elhang were moving in the same direction. I did see a lot of these like metal electrical poles, like metal telephone poles like this, mesh metal. So that's a good one for Rajasthan. So I was thinking Rajasthan, some Rajasthani highway, as I was moving along this road. Yeah, some Rajasthani highway, right? And I was just trying to find a sign with cities on it. Luckily, we did though. I think we did. We both. Actually, no. Only I found a sign. Yeah. So I found a sign that said Bhilwara, which luckily I knew where it was. So Bhilwara right there, and he was just in Rajasthan here. I'll try to line it up. There's some other cities there as well, with Bhilwara to the north, but I could not find those cities. So I tried my best to line up the highway. I don't even know which one it is, but like, yeah. In the end, I did get closer than him because I got a sign, which is what matters. Next up is this Brazil. I think is that the Sao Paulo pole or something? I'm not really sure. I think that might be if it's round. So obviously for Brazil you want to find phone codes and stuff, but here we found something even better. I think both of us found it because he got the city as well. So here I was just moving around and it says Porangatu Goiás right there. So I tried to scan for Porangatu and let me see what he got here. Let me see what he got. He got a 62 and I don't know. He just has 62, which is the phone code, but he does not have Porangatu. And as you can see here, I found Porangatu and I just insta sent because like you know. And somehow he also found Porangatu Goiás. It is quite a big city, so yeah, we both found it. But unluckily he got the multi there, which is kind of unfortunate. Like I did not want to spend time like lining up and trying to get a 5K or something like that, even though it was kind of free with the lake, because I thought that I had the info and he did not, but it turns out that he had the info too, so yeah. Next up is this infoless Australia. Oh my god, this Australia, bro. There's nothing much that is there's nothing much here, but I missed the Vic poll at the start, so I'm just moving, and I'm trying to find info. And at the halfway point, I'm like, yeah, shit, there's no info, so I should at least find out what state it is. And I found this poll, which confirmed that it was Victoria. So I'm like, oh, okay, at least I got the state now. And when 15 seconds rolled in, like, it's time for the region guess, and we both didn't know where to guess. So I just kind of clicked north of Melbourne, and I got a bit closer. Always nice to get closer. And here is the round where I basically lost this Mexico here. Yeah, this round I guess I should have gotten it, but like it was infoless and I just got a bad Mexico region guess. So we both looked at this Pemex and there was nothing on it, and we just started moving. He's moving in the opposite direction of where I am moving. I think his direction is a bit better than mine, not gonna lie. So I kinda wanna watch what he gets. Maybe he gets the state, cause the state here is Sinaloa. He's moving quite slowly here, and I'm moving quite fast because like this is quite infoless. Oh, he found something. What is that? He did find. He found something. Oh wow, he went the wrong state. Okay, but somehow he got Sinaloa in the end. Some sign there, but I don't think that's so helpful. But again, just look at my situation. I'm not doing any better here, and I see this cactus here. This cactus, but I decided to ignore it. But I think I should have looked at it a bit closer because I'm pretty sure that this cactus is a Indian. Shit, I forgot the name, but this cactus is very common in Sinaloa and southern Sonora. But I just ignored it because I didn't think that it was Sinaloa in the first place. I thought it was somewhere central like Guanajuato or Jalisco or Zacatecas, somewhere around those lines. So and I knew that I wouldn't know the cactus. So yeah, if I just looked at the cactus though, I think I would have gotten Sinaloa because it's super common there. But I decided to ignore it, and that was a big mistake. Should have taken a closer look at the cactus. And he's just moving and moving. Well, my screen turned black for some reason. Yeah, but I did not find any info. I'm just curious how he got Sinaloa. Holy shit, he's just like switching. How is he switching? Wait, oh, maybe it's the phone code. And then he goes to Sinaloa somehow? What the fuck? Here I just went Aguascalientes because I thought it was a good hedge. He goes Sinaloa. He goes even like a bit more north. Wow, that switch. Yeah, him switching like that, him switching from fucking Hidalgo to Sinaloa for some reason, that kind of won him the game there with 3k. That's like fucking massive for him. And here we have not an infoless Britain, but the info is really hard to use. Like it's phone codes and stuff. So you know, we just kind of moved around. We found some phone codes, and I think that's it. Like we don't know how to region get. I mean, I don't know. But this Britain is really hard because we only found phone codes, and at least I only found phone codes. I found some small town names, but those are practically useless, and yeah, I just couldn't find anything. But I did get a better region guess. He went London, and I went Luton, but it was like yeah, no, it was closer to me. So at this point, I knew that I could still win if I like catch him off or something like that. Maybe like what happened with the Sinaloa earlier. And here came a very confusing Brazil. There's so much advertisements on this road, it's like crazy, and none of them have the phone code on it. So I was kind of annoyed that none of them have the phone code, and I kind of wasted my time just looking at these advertisements. Like that one doesn't have a phone code. I decided to go back because like there must be a phone code here, I thought, but yeah, none of them have a freaking phone code. Like I just kept on going and going, and one of them had a sign that said Guaria or something, Guairia and Paraguay. And I was like, hold up. Oh, he got a phone code which is 44. Very nice. It does say over there Guairia, Paraguay, and I'm like, oh, so we're in Paraná and we're very close to Paraguay. I even checked if it was Paraguay just in case, but it was small camp. But yeah, so I mean it must be close to Paraguay here because Guairia, I think it's a province in Paraguay. And here there's a Guairia, but it's in like Mato Grosso do Sul, like in this tri-point. So I just kind of guess over there. Tried to line something up, but nothing really lined up. So yeah, so we both got it, and he got the multi, unfortunately. And here's an Ecuador. I did quite a bit of damage in this Ecuador. It looks quite nice. Yeah, this Ecuador just looks quite nice. So I found some info here. It says, welcome to, well, I tried to look at this first, but I couldn't really see it. Welcome to San Jose de Chautura. And yeah, obviously we're not gonna know where that is, so I just kept on moving. And El Hang, I think he's trying to scan for it, but that place is like really small, so he's not gonna find it. And I kept on moving. And I'm pretty sure I found a sign that said Ibarra or something. Oh, yeah, here. I found a sign here. It says Ibarra, which is a province and a city. Wait, is it a province? I forgot. So I just like kind of insta sent Ibarra after I saw that. And he's going down. He's going towards like Ambato, which is really good for me because that's it's like north of Quito. So that's a solid bit of damage, and you know, I'm like, okay, I can win this. But there's only 2 more rounds for me to win, which is kind of crazy. There's only 2 more rounds for me to shave off that much, which is hard. Here we have an Indonesia, and yeah, this is just gonna be a Kabupaten hunt. And unfortunately he gets to the Kabupaten before I can. Like I take quite a while to get the Kabupaten. That does not say anything, and he gets the Kabupaten here, which is wait, let me just see. Okay, he just sees it, but it says Hulu Sungai Tengah, I think. Yeah, Sungai Tengah, and he just, you know, he just fine. You're supposed to know this stuff. You just know this stuff, and luckily at the final moments, like 10 seconds left, I find the same Kabupaten, and you know, I just kind of lock it in. And he gets a bit closer. So now I only have 1 chance. This is like my final round because of this damn round limit. But this is my final chance to beat him, and if I don't get him below my health, oh wait, no, this is the second last chance I have. So obviously this is gonna be like Lampung or South Sumatra. With this lamp, it felt more Lampungish to me. So I'm like, so I just played this in NMPZ. The second I saw this, I just insta sent Lampung because I'm like, I have to catch him off guard somehow. And he fucking went South Sumatra, and he was closer. Like, how do you get the South Sumatra Lampung border there? Like, what? I thought that it looked. I mean, it could have been either one, but like, damn, if it was where I click, I would have done a lot of damage. I felt like. And okay, now it's actually the final round. It is actually the final round, and this is just a Vietnam. So, I guess we both went province hunting here. I went province hunting, and he went province hunting, but we did not really find much. He did find the pole though. Yeah, he's at the same place where I am right now. There's not much. There's not much info in this, and it did feel central, so he just he just went central. I mean, yeah, fair. And he banked on me not finding a province, which luckily for him worked out. I saw this central pole. It looks like a Western Cape pole, and you find it in central Vietnam. So and my region guess is worse than his region guess, and there you go. He congratulated. If there was no round limit though, I could have kept on going, like 89 health. Like I can definitely win this, but there you go. He won. So at this point, what I was thinking was like at this point, what I was thinking, I have to win this NM game, cause if I don't wanna make it NMPZ, it's just too risky, and I'm not super good at NMPZ, so I just really wanted to win this NM game. So here's the first round. It's in Australia, though I was a bit confused between Australia or New Zealand. Wait, I did see something here. As you can see, I zoomed into some poles in the distance, and this has a Yama shape. It's like it looks like a Poseidon's trident. This pole shape in Australia is only Western Australia and Victoria, so I'm between those two. I am between those two at this point, but it still felt a bit weird. It felt like really weird. So I was thinking like, is this actually Australia or is this New Zealand? But the more I looked around, the more I'm like, okay, you know, it's probably just Victoria with this landscape. And he also went Victoria here. I went Victoria. There's a huge bay to the east with some rocky islands. Like you can see some like mountain, not some mountains, but like some sizable hills. And I was like, where could this be? Like there's even some ships and stuff. Where could this be? Because it does not feel like where I'm clicking near Melbourne or anything like that. Yeah, it definitely did not feel like the Melbourne area. Like you can see some rockiness here and an island over here, and I'm like, wow, this really does not fit. And at this point, I'm certain it was Victoria because I'm a noob. And guess what? It turns out to be Western Australia in Esperance. I did zoom into the location afterwards, and I found some rocky islands. Like it matched up, but like I'm never going Western Australia there. But you know, it's good to know. It's quite good to know now that Western Australia can look like that. It usually does not, but like you know, it's just one of the landscapes that you get. Anyways, here we have a Bosnia, which luckily for me he missed. So as you can see, black car antenna, and you know, just some Baltic slash like some Croatian looking houses, some round poles, whatever. With the black car, in this case, I think Bosnia was very very likely, and so I just hedged the middle, and luckily he missed it. So yeah. And here's a New Zealand. So this New Zealand, I was a bit confused. This New Zealand, I mean, like I was confused whether it was North or South Island. In the end, I did guess the right island, but it was a bad region guess. As you okay. So I did zoom in into these fences here, and you can see like it's wood. There's some wood, and then in between the wooden pieces, as you can see, there's metal. And I kind of remembered that that was a South Island thing, so I went South Island. and I went as far down as Otago. Otago is not a good region guess here. It was actually north in the South Island, which I did not know, but I thought that it looked quite cold, so I went south. I just locked it in on a random road, but he went quite north here, and he did get a better region guess than me. Like it was actually a coastal road, which is kind of baity for me. And here we have Sarawak. As you can see, we had a lot of coconut palms, like a lot. So this is gonna be Sarawak near the coast. Like it's just the vibe with all of the coconut palms and everything. I just thought that it was gonna be Sarawak near the coast, so I clicked on the coast, and he's clicking near the coast as well. Like with all these, I think, wait, are they coconuts? I don't know, but with all these palms on the side. So I was trying to find something that might line up with the coast. He clicks the coast near Kuching, and I just I hedged Sarike because I felt like it can be south or up, and it was actually south, so he got a quite nice region guess there. Here's around. Yeah. So as you can see there, that house is made out of red brick, and that kind of felt Balkan. Yeah, the house made out of red brick felt quite Balkan to me, so I went Croatia at first. But looking more around, um, I noticed that this is Gen 3 no car, which is very common in Serbia and North Macedonia. So I kind of ruled out Croatia based off of that. And North Macedonia does not look like this, so I just went Serbia. Like a bit more south in Serbia, because it was quite hilly. It turns out it was just like around, not around Belgrade, but way more north than I clicked. And luckily for me, he went the wrong country again. Um, yeah, Elhang has been going wrong countries, so I think that's how I won this NM duo. It's just because he went the wrong country, on multiple occasions. And here's an India. Yep, it's just an India. And this one got me a bit confused, but in the end I did guess the right province here. And as you can see, there's this metallic roof, which is quite common for West Bengal and like Assam and stuff like that. So I did go Assam first. My first thought was Assam, but the more I looked around, the more I kind of realized like this is probably not Assam, just because there was no areca palms, and I could see palmyra palms in the distance. So yeah, if there was less time, as you can see here, I think I zoom into the distance. Elhang just going somewhere in Uttar Pradesh, but I did see some palmyras here, and I'm like, okay, with only palmyra palms, it's more likely to just be West Bengal, like no areca, no Assam. And so I just went in West Bengal, somewhere a bit drier, so like look more north over there, and I did get the province, which is very very good. Like that's 3K, which is really really nice. And to end it off, we have an wait, no, this is not the end, but we just have some random Philippines. So again, I think both of us are bad at region guessing the Philippines. So we just kinda clicked middle. I clicked Panay. Panay, my favorite hedge. So I just click Panay, and he clicks Bohol. He clicks Leping Island. Gets a bit closer, but whatever, because we're both bad. Next, we have this Italy with the guardrail N, and I was thinking maybe it could be Bulgaria as well. I feel like Bulgaria has the same, or like Romania, I don't know, but yeah, but it was just Italy because the landscape fits Italy more. And I was considering the area around Foggia, because Foggia has this type of landscape with like windmills and like this dryish landscape, quite flat in some parts, but this one is a bit hilly. Yeah, this landscape around Foggia, and he goes Bulgaria. Lucky for me, but I switched to Sicily because I thought that it might be Sicily, but I was completely wrong. It was around Foggia, and I'm like, yes. So he did. Elhang went the wrong country 3 times in this duo, which is what led to my victory, I think. So yeah, that is the semi-final game, and I'll move to the finals. Where's the finals? Okay, it starts around here, I guess. yeah, the final start around here. So, wait. In the grand finals, I went against Weijin, and I was quite confident of beating Weijin because I think he's a little weaker than El Hunk. So after I won against Al Hunk, I was like, okay, so Weijin should be easier than Al Hunk. That was just my assumption, and he was kind of easy, but the but some problems occurred which almost led me to lose. So yeah. So this is gonna be our first moving game, which I flawlessed him in. So we got an arch here, and it felt quite northern. I felt like it was Salta or something like that, and I just kept on moving, and he also kept on moving, but like he got way better info than me. Like holy shit! Like look at that info, 34 on the provincial road, Campo Duran. But he, luckily for me, he was not scanning the correct province. He was not scanning. He did not get a vibe for Salta or anything north. So he was like going La Pampa, like he just could not find this provincial road 34. Whilst I was like just looking around, I did find a sign that said Salta and Jujuy, and so I knew it was gonna be kind of in that area. So I just kind of hedged. I went in between Salta and Jujuy with a ridge to the west, and turns out it was max north Salta over there. And he did switch into Salta maybe towards the last few seconds or something like that. But yeah, it was just I'm quite lucky for him to not know that it's north, or else he might have found it and 5k maybe. And this is South Africa. And in this South Africa, I don't know, I was just trying to find a phone number, a city name, an R road, whatever. And this highway, this divided road does seem to have it. So here, that's nothing, and that's a 051 Bloemfontein. So when I read Bloemfontein there, well, it's only Bloemfontein, but like, I just insta sent, and luckily for me, he did not find the same information. He just went the normal Joburg, and I did get Bloemfontein there, which is very nice. Next is this Malaysia. This Malaysia confused me quite a bit, and yeah, it just confused me quite a bit. But I did manage to get the 5k there, and this is gonna be my first 5k in this, not in this whole tournament, but like in the semi-final, grand final thing. So I just looked around. I confirmed that it was mainland. So now there's nothing to worry about, because I know it's the mainland, and I'm just moving around. And I did get across a bridge that had nothing on it. So I went on the other side. This sign had something. It says "Selamat datang ke daerah Kuala Muda." So welcome to Kuala Muda area, and it says, and here there's the Kedah symbol. This is the Kedah symbol. There's even some like this. This is quite, I don't know. It felt quite communistic, but yeah, there's the Kedah symbol. But I did not catch that we were entering Kedah. So I was scanning for Kuala Muda inside Kedah. I did not understand that I was entering the province of Kedah. So here you can just see me scan for some time. I find all sorts of koala, like Kuala Nerang, Kuala something else, I don't know, but I could not find Kuala Muda. And then here it said Selamat datang ke Kedah, I think. Selamat datang ke negeri Kedah, and there I finally realized it says like, oh, welcome to Kedah, so we must be on the border somewhere. And here Kuala Muda right there. So yep, and just find a bridge to 5k. This is the bridge, and that's the curve, and I just click on the intersection. So that's the 5k. Well, not really, because I'm 64 meters off, but it's a 5k. He did not find the same info, I guess, or he could not use the info that he got, which is quite lucky for me. So that's one 5k down. Next, we just have an Italy. Now this one is quite boring, so I'll skip through it, but it's just an Italy where both of us Like I was a bit scared that it was not Italy, so I was confirming that it was Italy by looking at license plates and stuff. But yeah, it was just Italy. Both of us found like zero info. Oh shit, never mind. He found some info. Let me see what he found. He found Salerno and Paliruno. Like, yeah, damn, that's a good sign for him to find. So Salerno is a big city just south of Naples. But I found zero info. He insta-sent on Salerno, and I found basically zero info here, and I just got a better region guess. Like, I got a better guess than him, which is quite lucky by me. My region guess there was quite good. Came in quite clutch. And this is gonna be 5K number 2. So it said Germany 3. Oh my god. But I made a big mistake here. I made a very big mistake. So as you can see, on the other side of the sign it says already Pattensen City, region of Hanover. But I did not see that, so what I just did is kind of stupid, but I looked at this sign, Oerie 3, and I thought, okay, I can scan for the 3. This is extremely flat, it should be north or, you know, Magdeburg. And so I just started scanning for the 3. So yeah, so instead of looking at the back side of the sign which says fucking Hanover, a big ass city, I just scanned, and eventually, you know, eventually I did find the 3, I think. And I went to the north and I found Hanover, LZ Alpha, all of these signs. So I knew that we were gonna be in Hanover. Oh wait, no, I did not find the 3. So I found the 3 after I found that sign, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Hanover, and there's the 3. That's Alfeld. Alfeld, that's LZ in the sign. That's Pattensen and Oerie. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but I just tried to find it, and there it is. And there you go. So yeah, that's a 5K, although I'm not in the exact spot, but it was quite nice. My mistake here is that I should have looked at the back of the sign, found the thing that said Hanover and Pattensen, and find the 3 way quicker, like, cause that took way too long. I had to go north to even find the 3 after finding a sign that said Hanover. And this is gonna be the one that ends it all. So this is quite a free one. It's Namibia, and it's like Ausenkeher or something like that. As you can see here, like, it's just the houses and the fences here are super distinct. And so I go southern Namibia where Ausenkeher is. But I kind of forgot which city to click in if you see this architecture. Like, I was considering like there, but I kind of remember that it was Kausenkeher. So yeah, it took me some time to confirm, but I just clicked Ausenkeher because like my memory isn't perfect, but I did remember that it was like this area. Like, this architecture is just so unique in Namibia. It's only that city. So yeah. And luckily, he went from here to all the way up here, so that switch made me win the game there. Yep. Okay, I am gonna go over this no move game. So like, I got him down to 3K here. I got him down to 3K, and then I lagged out. And after I lagged out, he won. So yeah. And then here's a moving game. Wait, okay, I should go over the moving game. So after I lagged out, he won the no move, because like the rules are that like if you lag out, if it's the first few rounds, like round 1, round 2, or max round 3, I think it's fine. But if it's like that was like round 5 or 4 or something like that, so I just lagged out, my internet fucking crashed on me, and he won. Kinda unfair, not gonna lie. It's really unfair actually. But that's fine, because I felt like I was gonna win that no move game. I mean, like, I was flawlessing him, he had 3000 health. It was Paraguay, I felt like I could have gotten the road, but you know, whatever. He got the point there, and now we move on to moving. And here it's, first I thought it was Jordan, because I'm a dum dum. And then I thought, and then I saw the Jerusalem brick, And then here a sign that said Bethlehem, so yeah, it should just be Bethlehem. I found the Church of the Nativity, which was a sign, and I tried to line up a 5K. Like, see, Church of the Nativity. Tried to line up a 5K, but this was like low-key impossible. I don't know how to line up 5Ks here, so I just like click on a random road and random divided road. It's not there, but it's close enough. So that's quite a strong start. And here's a Japan. Wait, no, this is a France. This is just a France. In this France, I think both of us did not get any info, so I'll just skip. Like, we're just moving around. We could not really find anything. Like, yeah, I mean, like, you're just gonna go through some houses. I did get to a town, but no info there. Yup. And then, after all that moving around, I got a vibe for southern France. At least, like, more towards the south, more towards, like, yeah, south of the label at least, right? So I'm just moving around, and it's time for the region guess, and I went Clermont-Ferrand because I like clicking cities, and he switched last second. He switched, I think. Yeah, he switched there. Like, he was like just moving his pin closer and closer to the 5K, so he got quite lucky there. But that's a very nice region guess on for France, especially with no info. Okay, so we got a Spain here, and yeah, we just got a Spain with like B-type guardrail, which, wait, let me see that again. Wait, was it B-type guardrail? Oh no, it looks like A-type. For me, it looked like B-type during the game, but yeah. So it's just Spain, and I'm trying to find a kilometer marker here. I was not exactly sure if it was Spain, but after seeing the A-type and the yellow reflectors, I was like, okay, this is Spain. He just locked it in after he figured out that it was Spain, and like he did not give me time to get info, which is kind of smart. It's smart, and I just clicked Madrid because I want to play it safe, and he did get a bit closer to me. I actually thought, in hindsight, it looked like this area, but it was kind of hard to get while you were. It's hard to think about. Another one, which is Spain again, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think we got Spain again here, and I found some signs. That's at AC 455. So AC is A Coruña. It's A Coruña, and I forgot where A Coruña was. Like, I was like stumped. Like, where's A Coruña? Yeah, he's also trying to find AC. A Coruña is just something that I forgot. And then I found DP, which is like, I remember it was Galicia, so I went to Galicia, I think. Yep, there you go. And then I found A Coruña. It was over here. And then the rest of the run was me just trying to find these two roads, which I ended up not finding. He was also trying to do the same thing, but he just ended up getting closer. So he's chipping me little by little. Here's a Thailand. So for the Thailand, I think maybe he just insta-send, not gonna lie. Yeah, he just insta-send the Thailand. And I did not really have a good idea of where this was, so I just kind of clicked like near the label, and he got closer, so yep. Here's a Brazil. Obviously, we want to find an area code here. And wait, who found it first? I did find an area code here. It said wait, no, not there. But I made a very big mistake here, which was after I found the area code, I misremember where it was. So it said 75 there, and I thought 75. Yep, 75. I thought 75 was 77. There, it says 75 again. Yeah, so I misremembered. So I clicked where 077 is instead of where 75 is. Like, bro. And then I'm like, look, like 75 is just the area surrounding Salvador, and like it has crazy borders, but it's definitely not in the west. So I just like, that's a total slip, and at this point he has won 5 fucking rounds in a row against me, so I was in a bit of trouble here, but I know if I just kept my cool, then I could like come back from this situation. So we have a Kazakhstan here, and it's obviously one of the big desert cities. Like, Atira or it does say Akta over here. I guess that's how he gets it. So he goes Aktao like immediately, just sends. And here I have not found the city, but I did find a bus stand. I did find a bus stand, and it says Aktao over here. So that fucking clutch, man. Or else I would have went Atirao and lost. So I was in between Atirao and Aktao, but after I saw that Aktao, well, it's just Aktao, you know. So yeah, that bus stop was really really clutch. Good thing that it said the city name there. Here's a Mexico. This is quite an interesting Mexico run, cause it was on the border between Hidalgo and Tlaxcala. So it says something here. I'm just gonna pause. We're just gonna go down the highway, and it says Hidalgo les desea buen gracias por su visita. So I don't know what that means, but I think it says like thanks for your visit to Hidalgo. Thank you for visiting Hidalgo. So at this point, I knew that we were on a road. We were on a road that is leaving Hidalgo to another province, and I saw some signs that said Tlaxcala and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, so should be Tlaxcala or something like that, right? So I at this point, both of us are trying to find a road that gets out of Hidalgo and enters Tlaxcala. Here I do find something that lines up, but I keep on scanning. I don't think that lines up actually, because I kept on scanning. But in the end, I think yeah, that's the road. So I did find the road here, and I don't know where to click, so I just clicked inside the Hidalgo part, but it's whatever. Luckily, he did not find the road, and I got the multi there, which is kind of crucial. That's the important part. Here he did well, I think maybe both of us did not find info. Oh, I did find info in the end, but like it's so I couldn't use the info. The towns were too small. But this is a Finland, and I was a bit concerned that it might be Sweden. But like my first vibe was Finland anyways. My first vibe was Finland, small cam. But I was like, I just couldn't, I just didn't want to go Finland on Sweden or something like that. Oh, there's a yellow border here, so yeah, it should be Finland and Tie. So yeah, half this run I was just spending like confirming that it was Finland and not Sweden, and not actually trying to find the info here. But he did go Sweden over here, which is very crucial for me. So he thought that it somehow was Sweden, and I think he's trying to find Sundstrom or something like that. But yeah, at this point I've confirmed that it's Finland, I think. And in the end, in the very very end, I did come across this sign. Let's see. I come across this sign that says Alajärvi 92 kilometers away, but I don't know where that is. So this is just a region guess basically. And so I moved my pin up to Vasa, around Vasa, which was my region guess, and he stayed in Sweden, which is very very lucky for me. Very lucky. And then after this Diakonamenta, I think, so like after he gets the wrong country with a full 90 seconds of with a full 90 seconds to figure out where the country is, I think something switched in his brain. Like he's like, oh fuck, like, you know, that was so embarrassing, or maybe something like that, and he just kind of fucks up this Brazil, which led to my victory. So, you know, Brazil again. I don't know what that sign actually means, but yeah. I don't know what that sign means, but there is a city name here, which is Josenopolis. Obviously, we're not gonna find it. Somehow, he thinks that it's Acre. He thinks that it's Acre, and I'm like, oh shit. I was kind of panicking at this moment because I knew that he could win if he had the area code or something like that, and I did not have an area code, but I did see eucalyptus tree plantations, so I went Mato Grosso do Sul. It could be in a lot of places, but yeah, it ended up just being Minas Gerais, and I win off of that Brazil guess, which is kind of crazy. Like both of us guessed badly, but his was worse, so I win. Yeah. And afterwards, he won the no move game because I was lagging as well. But at this point, they had waited like 5 minutes for me to repair my lag. Like I was stuck at in this screen basically. It's like a blank screen for like 5 minutes straight or something. So they went back here, and then finally I got back to the game. They started the run, but like I was not moving at all. I was just talking because it started for him, but not for me. And and this is one of the most disappointing things that I've done in the entire tournament. But like I first thought was like UAE because it looks like the UAE and there's no truck. It looks like Oman, but there's no truck, so it should be the UAE. But then I looked at the car and it was blue. So that's not the UAE, and I thought, oh, okay, then this should be Arj, but 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 I could not switch. Like he was in the right region there, but not in the right country. I literally like I knew it was Argentina. I knew it was Argentina, but I just physically could not switch. I don't know why. I do not know why. Like I know it was Arj. I know it was Arj. It's like some mountain part over here. Like, cause it's that car is impossible in the UAE, and the only thing that made sense is like Arj or Chile where he clicked maybe, but like I physically could not switch. So I was like really disappointed after that one. I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? Like I fumbled a chance at winning there, and now the score is 2-2. Like that's the worst guess that I've made here because not it's not like I completely did not know where it was. It was like I knew and I just couldn't do it. You know, like do you know that feeling? Well, okay, maybe I just didn't have the courage to switch, but NMPZ now. It's NMPZ now, and thankfully in this NMPZ I did not lag. So yeah, this is the game where I won the whole thing. Thankfully I did not lag on this NMPZ. If I lagged and he won, that would have been kinda sad for me. But yeah. So first round we have a blur, so it should just be Ghana, and like we're not gonna well, the road was going west, but like we didn't really know Ghana. We both don't really know Ghana. So I just guess Kumasi, he gets south, and I get the multiplier. I get 1 point. Here is like West Kalimantan with the even pole, even crossbar, and 45-degree support. It should be West Kali. And I'm pretty sure Wijin is from Pontianak, so he he would get this, like, cause he's from there. And I was considering south of Pontianak, like Ketapang. I was considering Ketapang, but I said fuck Ketapang, but it was actually Ketapang. So we guessed like in the same region, but it was just Ketapang. So yeah, I guess it made more sense for there. I don't know. Didn't really look like Ponti, but yeah. Okay, this round is the most crucial round in the NMPZ. Okay, maybe the second most crucial, but basically, I almost made a wrong continent guess on this, and it was like it was gonna be the worst thing ever for me if I did not switch. So here I looked at the trees and I thought, okay, this is quite cold. And then I looked at copyright, the goddamn copyright, and it said 21. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know, with this cold winter, oh, this must be winter Gen 4 Russia or something with the 21 copyright. But I was so fucking wrong. Oh my god, it's like fucking Canada here. And the thing that made me switch back to Canada or back to North America is the house. You can see how like I'm diving deep into my screen. This house over here, it looked more American than Russian. At first I thought that it was red brick, and so I thought it was Russian. But the more I looked, the more I looked, the more I realized that, hold up, this is an American house. So I just zoomed out of Russia, calmly went over to America, and I switched to Canada in last second, like Vermont to Quebec, and it ended up being New Brunswick. So that was quite clutch. I'm very happy that I made that switch, or else you know who knows who would have gotten the the win. And here's a very baity round. So if you guys can get this round, like I don't know, you must be the goat or something. But if you guys can get this round, get the country here, it's like I applaud you, you know, because this is really baity. So here we have a France slash Spain slash Senegal pole top, you know, the lat pull down pole top. We can both see it. And first I go to France, but you know, obviously this is not France, so so I went to Spain. It had it made more sense for Spain. I just clicked Madrid because I don't know much about Spain. And he went Zaragoza. Fair guess. You know, we both made good guess. We both made good guesses here. We both thought like, and then it fucking turned out to be South Africa, which is crazy. South Africa with that pole top, like that's so baity because like it can be possible for Spain, not for France, but for Spain it can be possible with that pole top. But like we none of us thought it was South Africa. Next we have this Brazil here, which I was seriously considering like maybe it could have been Paraguay, but thankfully I did not switch. So we have this very light soil here. I don't know, it's like this type of red soil where you can make a footprint on. And so I thought it was gonna be more south in Brazil. Yeah, and for some reason he thought the Amazon. And I went Rio here. Okay, it's really hard to see, but this is a wooden pole with a concrete support. And it just kind of flew over my mind that wooden poles are most common in like Rio Grande do Sul. So I went Rio de Janeiro, which I thought made sense for this vegetation. But if I thought about the wooden pole distribution, I think I would have switched to Rio Grande do Sul, just because it's way more common there and the vegetation would also fit, the soil would also fit. But yeah, I did go Rio de Janeiro here, and it ended up being Rio Grande do Sul. Since he went the Amazon there, it's like huge points for me, so I was quite happy with it. I mean, I could have won, but I'm still quite happy. And I realized why it was down there. And this is gonna be the next. This round is the one where I'm gonna win in. So yep. So let's just see. He immediately zooms into the Philippines, which is the right country. With this type of like motorcycle plus this, it vibe more Philippines for me. I mean, it could be Thailand as well, and super big like rice cultivation paddy thing. What am I saying? But like the rice felt very Filipino, just the way that they set up the paddies. But he switched to Thailand last second, and I just thought that this was the Philippines in Luzon somewhere, in like that Great Luzon Plain or something like that. So I'm in the Philippines, and I just guess, and I win. So there you go. Those are my games for the semifinals and the finals, and I celebrated. And yeah, I hope that you did enjoy watching this video. And thank you to everybody that participated in this tournament, all of the competitors. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck is this cosplay? All of the competitors, all of the mods, the people who watched, the people who supported, the people who supported me, the people who did not support me as well, and the casters, and basically everyone. So yeah, thank you. I know I think in the future the tournament can be a bit more fair with the internet, like cuz I basically lost one game because of internet. Yeah. And Hyos, who is another competitor, also lost a game or two because of his internet. He was playing in a gaming cafe, which is yeah, and then I think his wire just got pulled or something, so his internet was lost. But yeah, this guy kind of sums it up. Let me translate it to English. In my opinion, it would be unfair if participants lost due to technical problems. Like me, it would be better if the committee provided computer and internet specifications to make it fairer. There are many external factors that interfere. Hopefully, it can be better. So yeah, I kind of agree with that guy. So, so yeah, I guess that's how the tournament could be better. Like, you know, make it make it so that when make it so that people don't suffer from internet issues, or make it so that when they suffer from internet issues, like it can be a bit more fair. I'm not sure how you do that, but I'm sure that it'll become more fair in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and goodbye.